I stare at my phone, the text still glaring back at me. Can't make it tonight. Work party came up. I'll make it up to you. My thumb hovered over the screen, wanting to reply with anger, with confusion, with the raw ache I felt in my chest. But all I could manage was a cold, empty okay. Tonight wasn't just any night. It was our anniversary. I'd spent the whole day planning. Her favorite flowers, the candlelit dinner she loved, the little playlist she requested months ago, and now she was skipping it, supposedly for some work thing. At first, I believed her. I wanted to believe her. But something in the way the words landed felt off, like a poorly rehearsed excuse, and a tiny, nagging voice in the back of my mind whispered that this wasn't just work. I tried to push it down, busy myself with lighting the candles, arranging the plates, pretending everything was fine. But the phone kept buzzing. One missed call, then another, and finally, a message from her that made my chest tighten. Sorry, won't be late. Actually, meeting's running long. Meeting. Work. Always work. My fingers gripped my fork. So, tightly, I left faint marks in the wood of the table. By the third message, the rational part of me whispered, maybe she really is busy. The suspicious part. I didn't want to admit it, but it was growing. Started pointing out little things I'd ignored before. The way she'd changed her phone password last week. The subtle way she'd become too busy for my calls during lunch. The sudden flurry of late nights at the office that didn't quite add up. I wanted to trust her. I wanted to tell myself I was imagining it. Then came the accidental discovery. Her phone had been on the counter, unlocked for a second while she'd run to grab something. I knew I shouldn't have looked, but curiosity, desperation, won. And there it was. A message thread from someone named Dylan, one I hadn't known existed. I froze mid-breath, my heart thudding against my ribs like it wanted to escape. Had a great night with you. Can't wait for next time. Same here. You make leaving my life for work so easy. The room seemed to tilt, the candles flickering like they knew the truth. Memories flashed, each one suddenly tinged with betrayal. That laugh she'd shared last week, was it really joy or just masking something else? That hug she gave me after a long day, was it warmth or just routine? I didn't know whether to confront her or run, whether to scream or just curl up on the floor and let the pain swallow me whole. Every nerve in my body felt like it was buzzing with a mix of rage and sorrow. My stomach churned, my hands trembled, and for the first time, I felt like a stranger in my own life. Hours passed. I didn't hear from her. When she finally walked through the door, dressed in a way I didn't recognize, more relaxed than work party would ever require, I realized that confrontation was inevitable. My voice trembled when I spoke, though I tried to keep it steady. "Who's Dylan?" She froze, her smile faltering, eyes wide. I could see the guilt flicker, quickly masked, but it didn't reach the corners of her lips. "It's nothing," she said softly. "Just a friend." "Friend?" My voice cracked. "At this hour? On our anniversary? And texting you like that?" She swallowed, her gaze dropping to the floor. I didn't mean for it to happen," she admitted finally. It started months ago. I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't want to hurt you." Her words hit like punches. And yet, in the midst of heartbreak, a part of me understood, not the betrayal, but the complexity, the human mess of desire, mistakes, and guilt. I wanted to rage, but the tears came instead. For a long moment, we just stood there, the silence heavier than any argument. I realized, and that love alone couldn't fix what had been broken. I couldn't rewind the nights, the stolen texts, the lies tucked into everyday life. And so I made a choice, a quiet, painful decision. "I need time," I said. "I need to figure out who I am without all of this." She nodded, remorse etched into her features, but said nothing. I didn't need her to. The words had been said, the truth laid bare. And though it hurt more than I thought possible, there was a strange clarity in that hurt. For the first time in weeks, maybe months, I could breathe. I poured myself a drink, sank into the couch, and let the tears come freely. Memories of our life together still lingered, bittersweet and beautiful, but they no longer bound me. I wasn't blind anymore. I wasn't in denial. I was just choosing myself. The night ended quietly. No dramatic confrontations, no shouting, just the hum of the refrigerator and the distant sounds of the city. I didn't know what tomorrow would bring, but I knew this. I would wake up, still hurting, still betrayed, but stronger. The love I thought was unconditional had fractured, and in that fracture, I found a shard of something more enduring, my own resilience. I didn't hate her. I didn't even fully forgive her. But I learned that even after betrayal, life continues, and sometimes the most courageous thing you can do is walk away, carrying the lessons and leaving the lies behind.